Good evening, friends. I'm going to now do some Zen Wisdom, some Zen Tales, mainly taken from Zen Flesh, Zen Bones, edited by Paul Reps. So the first little tale I'm going to tell is No Attachment to Dust. Zengetsu, the Chinese master of the Tang dynasty, wrote the following advice for his pupils. Living in the world, yet not forming attachment to the dust of the world, is the way of a true Zen student. When witnessing the good action of another, encourage yourself to follow his example. Hearing of the mistaken action of another, advise yourself not to emulate it. Even though alone in a dark room, be as if you were facing a noble guest. Express your feelings, but become no more expressive than your true nature. Poverty is your treasure. Never exchange it for an easy life. A person may appear a fool and yet not be one. He may only be guarding his wisdom carefully. Virtues are the fruit of self-discipline and do not drop from heaven of themselves, as does rain or snow. Modesty is the foundation of all virtues. Let your neighbours discover you before you make yourself known to them. A noble heart never forces itself forward. Its words are rare gems, seldom displayed, and of great value. To a sincere student, every day is a fortunate day. Time passes, but he never lags behind. Neither glory nor shame can move him. Time passes, but he never lags behind. Censure yourself, never another. Do not discuss right and wrong. Some things, though right, were considered wrong for generations. Since the value of righteousness may be recognized after centuries, there's no need to crave an immediate appreciation. Live with cause and leave results to the great law of the universe. Pass each day in peaceful contemplation. And those are very wise words. Maybe difficult for us to follow straight off, but they're words and ideas and values to try and live up to, try and work towards. And many of them can be lived up to now. And of course, he was talking to his pupils, who were all monks. So, but it can apply to anybody on the spiritual path, I suppose. And the second little bit of wisdom is letter to a dying man. Bashu wrote the following letter to one of his disciples who was about to die. He said, "The essence of your mind is not born, so it will never die. It is not an existence which is perishable. It is not an emptiness which is a mere void. It has neither colour nor form. It enjoys no pleasures and suffers no pain. I know you are very ill. Like a good Zen student, you are facing that sickness squarely. You may not know exactly who is suffering, but question yourself. What is the essence of this mind? Think only of this. You'll need no more. Covet nothing. Your end, which is endless, is as a snowflake dissolving in the pure air." It's very beautiful, that. Next one is called Your Light May Go Out. A student of Tendai, a philosophical school of Buddhism, came to the Zen abode of Gasan as a pupil. When he was departing a few years later, Gasan warned him, "Studying the truth speculatively is useful as a way of collecting preaching material. But remember that unless you meditate constantly, your light of truth may go out." That's very good, very worth repeating. He said, "Studying the truth speculatively is useful as a way of collecting preaching material. But remember that unless you meditate constantly, your light of truth may go out." And the next one is called The Dead Man's Answer. When Mamiya, who later became a well-known preacher, went to a teacher for personal guidance, he was asked to explain the sound of one hand, which is a very famous koan. Mamiya concentrated upon what the sound of one hand might be. "You are not working hard enough," his teacher told him. "You are too attached to food, wealth, things, and that sound. It would be better if you died. That would solve the problem." The next time Mamiya appeared before his teacher, he was again asked what he had to show regarding the sound of one hand. Mamiya at once fell over as if he were dead. You are dead, all right, observed the teacher. But how about that sound? I haven't solved that yet, replied Mamiya, looking up. Dead men do not speak, said the teacher. Get out. Well, that says a lot. If you meditate upon it, if you think about it. And this is called the Black-Nosed Buddha. A nun who was searching for enlightenment made a statue of Buddha and covered it with gold leaf. Wherever she went, she carried this golden Buddha with her. Years passed, and still carrying her Buddha, the nun came to live in a small temple in a country where there were many Buddhas, each one with its own particular shrine. The nun wished to burn incense before her golden Buddha. Not liking the idea of perfume strange to the others, she devised a funnel through which the smoke would ascend only to her statue. This blackened the nose of the golden Buddha, making it especially ugly. So don't be selfish. You'll get your karma. True friends is the next one. A long time ago in China, there were two friends, one who played the harp skillfully and one who listened skillfully. When the one played or sang about a mountain, the other would say, I can see the mountain before us. When the one played about water, the listener would exclaim, here is the running water. But the listener fell sick and died. The first friend cut the strings of his harp and never played again. Since that time, the cutting of harp strings has always been a sign of intimate friendship, because no one else could understand his music like his friend could. And finally, an announcement. Tanzan wrote 60 postal cards on the last day of his life and asked an attendant to mail them. Then he passed away. The cards read, I am departing from this world. This is my last announcement. Tanzan, 27th of July, 1892. So, Zen masters and Buddhist masters and masters of different religions and philosophies and ways of thought are said to be able to know exactly when they're going to pass on from this world. So anyway, I may do some more of these. So, let me know if you like these tales. I've got many more to tell. Thank you very much for listening. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace on earth and goodwill to all beings. Thank you very much. See you again very shortly, I hope.